Okay, how many people we got in here? All right, let's get started. So what I'm going to do today is make a ring from this 1921 Morgan silver dollar. It's going to be a size 15. Now I'm making this for a customer. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is punch a hole in the center of it. And I'm going to use this punch, self-centering punch, to do the hole. And I'm going to be punching a 5/8 inch hole. Show us how it's done. All right, I'm going to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this die in there. And then cover that up with a couple pieces of paper towel. And then we'll go ahead and punch the hole. Screw the lid down on good. Now we'll change over here to the press, hydraulic press. And we'll punch it. If anybody has any questions along the way, please feel free to ask. Oh, by the way, I'm Mark with Southland Coin Rings. And this is my first video since back in January. I've been on vacation and went to Taiwan for a month. Probably should have annealed the coin first. Forgot. A little rusty. That's okay. We'll go ahead and anneal it now. That'd be fine. Come over here to the fire brick. Okay, I'm gonna have to, first thing I need to do is knock the punch off of it, off the coin. Let me open up this view just a little bit. A little bit too tight. Okay. All right. So we'll just knock that punch out. There we go. And now we'll anneal it. There's the center that we punched out of it. So I'll take my trusty propane torch and heat it up. This will help soften that metal up, because the coin silver is not pure silver, so it's a little bit hard. So you need to heat it up to anneal it. It makes it softer. Now, just cool it off and dry it. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is shave the edge off this coin, because when that punch goes through there, it leaves a ragged edge on the back side. The punch went through this way. This side is ragged and a lot of small cracks. And if I start stretching the coin before removing those cracks, there's a high probability that the coin will split. So let's go ahead and fix that. I'm going to take a deburring tool and we'll just shave that edge down smooth and sand it a little bit. This will remove all those micro cracks. We'll cut down into some solid metal. All right, now we'll do the other side. Feels pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the sanding block a little bit, just for good measure. Any questions, anybody? Well, that feels pretty good on that side. Let's get this side. Okay, there we go. That feels nice and smooth now. So now we've got a coin with a hole in it. Not too much good for anything. So we're going to turn this into a ring shape now. And I'll do that over here on the arbor press. What size and type of sandpaper? You know, to be honest, I'm not sure what this is. It's a fingernail block, sanding block. And I think it's around probably maybe a 320 on this side and 600 on that side, something like that. Somewhere in that neighborhood. All right, so we'll start turning this into a ring shape now using this dapping block. And I want this side to be on the outside of the ring. So we'll turn it over like this. Get it centered up in there, leveled. Then I'll take this to plastic Del, it's called Delrin. It's a hard plastic material. And we'll go ahead, take the ram and just force that down in there, like so. All right, that gives us the beginning of our ring shape. But still, we got a long ways to go. So next, I'll take this reduction die. We'll put the coin in there. And I'll take this 17-degree stainless steel cone. And try to get that coin leveled up in there as much as possible. So I want it to go down straight. That looks pretty good. Get this whole thing centered up under the ram. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go down about halfway. And I need to anneal it some more. I didn't really get it annealed good enough in that first try. And I think I'm going to anneal it again and put it in the pickle, jeweler's pickle, to clean the fire scale off of it this time around. What's that coin worth? Around 30 bucks. buy them from a local coin shop here in town. All right, now I'm going to take it over to the other side of the room and dip it in the pickle. It'll clean that fire scale up. It'll come back looking a lot different. Just give me a second here. So now you can see the fire scale's all gone and looks much better now. Thanks for following, Kevin and Zach, Michael. All right, so now let's come back over here to the arbor press again. And we've already, this process is called folding. So I've got it about halfway done. Now finish it with a composite cone. This will protect the detail on the inside of the coin, which we can actually call a ring now. All right. So now we've folded it as far as we can go. But it's still, let's see what the size is now. It's going to be a 15, so I'm going to have to stretch it a little bit. So I'm going to stretch it up to about 16. We want to go higher than, or larger, I should say, than the target size. As we reduce it down, we'll straighten the wall up. So let's just go ahead and take this up to around 16. And then I'll start reducing it and straightening the wall. That should do it. No, not yet. What this process does, it's pushing this cut edge out. So it's starting to become straighter than it was. But it needs to be much straighter than this in the end. Let's let that good for us. 15 and a half. We need to adjust this paper towel a little bit. This protects the detail on the inside of the coin from the tool. It's all about protecting the detail as much as we can. All right, that should do it, I think. Yeah, that's just a hair under 16. I think I'll just go one more press here. One second. Gone almost as far as I can go without bringing out the... I've got a device that slips over the top of the stretcher to allow you to stretch it up to a larger size. But I think we can get there with this. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, we're about 16 and a quarter, I'd say. All right, so this is where we are now. Still a little bit of a cone shape. So the next process is going to reduce this side down to be even with this side. So we'll have a straight wall across there. And in the meantime, we'll reduce it down to 15 as part of that process. And use a different tool. This is called a Swedish wrap die. And the reason it's called Swedish wrap is because we're going to wrap it up in this plumber's tape. And the person who conceived this was from Sweden, so Swedish wrap. I'm going to give it 12 wraps. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should do it. Okay, now fold that edge over. And what this is going to do is protect the detail on the outside. Earlier we were worried about protecting the inside. And there's a lot of pressure applied to the face of this coin as it's being driven down into that die. So this helps to protect it. So we want to get it going in there even, so push it down with this die. Okay, now the ring is in there level. So I'll take this pusher, it's called, and get it centered up. Get this level or centered under the ram. Now we'll start forcing that down through the die. And I'm going to be checking this frequently as it goes down to make sure that the detail doesn't bust through the tape. So far the detail is covered up nice. I'm going to add a few more wraps to protect the rim. Do you make the dies? No, I bought these. It would take some pretty specialized equipment to make them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do it. I bought the dies on Etsy. That's where, I mean, you can buy them off of eBay or Amazon, but most of the really good tool guys sell on Etsy for some reason. All right, get it centered up in there. Now we'll continue. I'm going to take it down to this line right here. Then probably anneal the coin again, because it starts hardening as you work it, as you work that metal. So you can kind of see the detail now through the tape. When it turns dark blue like that, it's hardening. So let's go ahead, pull this off, anneal it again. While I've got the tape off, I'll check the size. If I can get it off. Sometimes it's a little hard to get off if you can't find the seam. I'll make sure I don't drop it. There we go. So you can see now that this edge is starting to, or this edge is starting to be reduced. But we got a long ways to go yet. See what the size is now. Hadn't really started to reduce size yet, but that'll start happening real fast here in a few minutes. So let's heat it up again. This torch is going to run out of gas pretty soon. I've been expecting that to happen for a while. That ought to do it. I'll quench it again. It still looks, we don't have any fire scale to speak of, so I'm not going to put it in the pickle this time. May not have to pickle it again until we're done, or before we're done. Maybe once, I don't know. We'll see. All right, so let's come back over here. How long on average does it take to make, you mean to make a ring? Usually around 30, 45 minutes, depending on, the coin that you're working with. All right, so let's wrap it up again. We'll give it 12 wraps like I did the first time. There's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. This is just a standard plumber's tape. It's called Blue Monster. It's a little thicker than the normal white stuff. It's what most coin ring makers use. Not everybody, but most, I'd say. Okay, so let's keep going. Coins made before 64, easier to or harder to work with. About the same, really. I mean, these are 90% silver, 10% copper alloy. They're definitely harder to work with than the pure silver ones. And you can see that tape's starting to harden now real fast. It still looks pretty good. And you can see now that this edge is continuing to approach the size of this one. So we'll give it another couple presses. I'm used to working with the pure silver ones, so this seems like it's really hard. We should be probably getting close to, no, there's still some room. I don't want to push it all the way through the die, because that kind of damages the coin a little bit, or the ring, I mean. All right, so we'll go down to this line. Feels like it needs to be annealed again already. Let's check our size, see where we are. Okay, so we have gone down below, way below 15, so I'm going to turn this over now and just work on this side, and then we'll have to put it on the stretcher and stretch it up. see what that looks like. Okay, so now we're pretty straight across that edge now. So let's check. Yeah, we're at 12 1/4, so we're gonna have to stretch it up. First thing I'm gonna do though is remove this rim on the inside here. And that'll probably give us at least a full size. And then whatever we end up with after that rim is gone, then I'll put it on the stretcher and stretch it up. You can see now we've got a pretty nice straight edge across here. So we'll go back to the deburring tool now. And we'll deburr, we'll cut that out there. So this is going to take a couple minutes, a few minutes, so bear with me. The reason you want to get this rim out of there is so that the ring fits better. You don't want it just that rim to sit on the finger. Okay, still got quite a bit to go. Harder to work with? Oh, I already answered that question. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really work on coins over 1964 very often because most people want the silver. You know, unless it's got something to do with a date or something like that. They might want to have a coin after 64 because of a certain date if they want. We're getting there. What do you usually get for a coin ring if you don't mind? $159 for the Morgans. And I charge usually $159 for the pure silver ones also. I want to be careful that I don't start cutting into the detail. And yeah, it feels like it's almost out of there. A little bit more in this area. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So let's see what we gained on size by cutting that out. So that took us up to 13. So we got about 3/4 of the size increase by cutting that out. So now we'll go ahead and put it on the stretcher. And stretch it up to 15. I haven't started melting them yet. I'm saving it up for now. But one of these days I'll melt it down and probably draw some wire or something. And I'll just keep flipping it over. Probably be a smart thing to do to anneal it again. I can feel it hardening. We're getting close to our nice ring shape. Yeah, let's go ahead and anneal it again. Yeah, I've got a website. It's southwindcoinrings.com. And I have most of my rings for sale on there if anyone's interested. I've got a lot of different designs. You know, US coins and what we call silver rounds. With different designs out of pure silver. Yeah, this, going back, yeah, this used to be a coin. Somebody's asking, this used to be a coin, yes. Now I'll show you what the coin looks like. This is a Morgan silver dollar. The one I'm working on right now is a 1921. This one's, yeah, that's a 1921 also. I have a few of them that are like 1880, in the 1880s. Okay, let's see now, where did I leave my ring? There it is. Check the size now. Okay, we're up to 13 3/4. So I'm going to want to be careful because it will, the size changes pretty fast. I don't want to overshoot. It's not much softer than it was. Not grown and do the tool. The tool's not getting stuck. Okay, we are now 14 1/4. This should get us close now. Can you pin your website? It's in my, if you go to my profile on TikTok, there's a link in there. All right, 14 3/4, so just a little bit more. I'm almost there. Just one more press. All right, there we go. 15. Okay, it looks pretty good. Nice straight wall. All right, so now next step is to polish it up. Okay, got the camera fixed up, so I'm gonna take this guy here. Yeah, let's see, I need a bigger one. Okay, now that was 320, so now I'll take some 600 and hit it again and finish it off with 1000 grit. There we go. Hot. Got a nice smooth surface now. This is what we wanted. Yeah, this side still needs to be reduced a little bit, or probably what I'll do is I got some tools that I can use to stretch this side up a little bit to meet this one. Before we call it done, we'll get that straightened up. Let me hit this just a little more over here. All right, there we go. Now, we polish it. And I use this Mother's mag and aluminum polish. Works really nice on silver. Yeah, this is gonna look real nice when it's done. The customer wants a high polish finish, so I won't be doing any patina on this one. The only problem with that is that the ring gets so shiny that it's kind of hard to see the detail. But that's what some people like, so. Customer's always right. Okay, get the inside now. Okay, now I'll take another soft cloth, clean one, and buff it up. I also have a YouTube channel. It's South Wind Coin Rings. I make videos. I take these TikTok videos and put them on YouTube. The full length version. Then I reduce them down just to highlights and put those on TikTok. Like maybe a 3 to 5 minute version. Let me show you how I'm going to straighten this wall up. And then after that, I'll work on this, finish some more after I finish the video. But let's go back over to the other side. And I'll show you guys my ring straightening set and how it works. And then I've got these tools. What I'll do is push this down through this cut side and it'll lift it up to match the other side. Let's see. There, that's better. So that'll go down like this. The reed side will go down on the top. I think I'm going to change to lower cap. Because I don't want to push it through. You need to have it go down one more size. Yeah, that's better. You're not careful, you can push it through the hole. All right. Now we'll just press that down in there. It should get us just about what we want. Didn't want to come out. I guess I do it the right way. It'll work. Like I said, I'm a little rusty, guys. I haven't made any rings for a while. So I'm on vacation. Okay, that's better. Now we're nice and straight across there. Got rid of that cone shape. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. Thanks everyone for hanging in there and watching. I'll be posting this full-length video on my YouTube and the short version on TikTok. This needs some more polishing. I'll do that afterwards. It's time for dinner. So thanks everybody. Catch you next time. All the likes too. Appreciate it. Where do we end up? 3.1K. Cool. Thank you guys. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.